Alright folks, hope you're all well. I'm going to do a quick video on the fundamentals of bowling. I'd also like to say that a lot of this wouldn't be happening without the Hollywood Trust. So hats off to them for all the help that they're giving us. Doesn't matter which style of bowling you use, whether you bowl fast, spin, medium pace, there are certain things that are the same for all the bowlers if they want to be able to bowl accurately. Now, I think the most important thing is in your delivery stride, you've got to be balanced so that you're able to look at the target where you want the ball to go. It's no good coming in at 40 miles an hour and trying to bowl as quick as you can, but you get to the crease, you've got no balance, the ball's going to go, well, it could go anywhere. So in that delivery stride, those last two strides, that's when you need your balance, and that's where you'll get your control from. If you lack balance at that particular point, you'll have a lot of trouble controlling where the ball's going to go. Okay, so everybody's comfortable at a different speed. The thing is to find what suits your style of bowling best, and it's not about pace necessarily. Obviously, if it was, spin bowling wouldn't exist. It's about being able to put the ball where you want it to go, and if you're doing something else, maybe a bit of swing, a bit of nip off the pitch, or even spin, getting it to do what you want it to do once you've landed. Okay, now I'm going to share a couple of things. Obviously, a lot of you will have seen the grip for the pace bowling, which tends to be like that, fingers either side of the seam, thumb underneath, okay? And the idea with that is the ball is bowled like that. As it hits the seam, it then maybe deviates one way or the other. So that's seam bowling, okay? Now, my particular style of bowling, which is a sort of slightly unorthodox spin bowling, I use an in cutter to bowl my off break, or what I think is an in cutter, and I put my finger on the side of the seam here, I don't know if you can see that, okay, and I push the rest of my hand as far as I can to this side here, so that when my arm comes over, I'm going to push down with that finger and the ball will rotate that way. It will rotate. Okay, I will push down on that side there, push down, the ball will rotate that way, and then when it hits the ground, it'll nip in. Okay, that the usual grip for an off break would be like that, with the seam going round the way. Okay, my hands are a bit small, so I find it much easier to bowl it like that. Okay, just push down and get my rotations by pushing down on the seam that way. Also for the leg break, and there's a great video by Anthony about the leg break, the ball is held, well, he puts two fingers on and two fingers down like that. Just watch his video on the leg break anyway, because it's great. But the way I do it again is I hold it as if it was seam up, and this time I put this finger on this side of the seam, cock the ball sideways, and then spin it like that when it comes out. So there's my grip. Cock the ball that way, and then flick it with your fingers like that. Okay, you want to practice your spin bowling, whichever technique you use, whether it's the seam round that way, or if you want to try it like that, just practice spinning the ball out of your hand onto the ground and see if you can get some movement that way. Okay, now, one of the most important things is being able to put the ball where you want to, and from that point of view, being able to bowl straight is, I think, imperative. Okay, even if the ball's going to deviate a bit afterwards, you've got to be able to bowl it in a straight line and put it where you want. It might be outside off stump, you might be aiming outside off stump because it's going to swing in, or you're going to nip it in a bit, or you might want to bowl on leg stump and just bowl a leg cutter so that the ball's going to move away a little bit. Ultimately, you've got to be able to bowl in a straight line. So I'm going to stop the video, I'm going to turn the camera around, I'm going to stick the stumps at the other end, and I'm going to bowl 3 balls, and I'm going to see if I can hit the stumps. Okay? Okay, there we go. You should be able to see the stumps at the other end. I'm going to go back to the crease. I'm just probably going to bowl straight seam up and just try and see if I can hit the stumps. I'm going to give myself 3 balls. Okay? One, just missed outside off stump, that one. Swung away a little bit actually. So I'm going to have to allow for the wind that's swinging across a little bit. I'm going to aim for leg stump. There we go. Second ball, okay? That's what you need to be able to do. If you can bowl straight like that, you'll get plenty of wickets.